This is something now I'm going to start giving you considerations as far as how we devise training in our program. And it begins with this. And I acknowledge that it's way too verbose. A mission statement should be simpler than this. I have not been able to sit down and divine one that's better than this. I'm sure we could sit down and do one together, but this does capture what we hope to accomplish in the program. The Naperville North Girls Cross Country Program seeks to consistently achieve excellence in running and in life for every athlete in the program. Our goal is that each girl, regardless of natural ability, put in the work and attention to detail on a daily basis to develop over time to achieve her fullest potential. Our target for every athlete is to foster the feeling of self-satisfaction that comes as a direct result of achieving her potential. And we accomplish this through steadfast support for the individual value of each team member within strict adherence to the team concept. Now, I bring that to you because my understanding of what it takes to be successful over the long term is that you have to have a mission statement that the kids know and the kids can repeat back to you, and you have to have a mission statement that guides then therefore everything that you do. And frankly, that mission statement probably can't be about defeating another team. It has to be something that is solely in the control of you, of your kids, of you as a coach, of everybody that way. And so you'll notice, and I make sure that our kids know this too, that in here does not talk about winning a state championship, and it does not talk about going to NXN. Those things are important to us, for sure, and I'll talk about that in a slide from now or so. But at the end of the day, regardless of whether we finish first in a meet or last, that's what we want to do. And so the bottom line for me is, if I'm going to ask, should we do this? Should we implement this? Should we change this? Should we whatever? The question that I have to be able to answer in my own mind is, does it fit this? Does it help the kids to consistently achieve excellence in running in life? Does it help that? If it does, then we do it. If it doesn't, then we don't. And it's very important. And it's very important for them. I make the assumption, I tell them at the beginning of summer camp, I tell them at the beginning of the season, that this is why I assume you're here. If you are not here for this, I'm not interested in you being on the team. Now, we're no cut, I don't kick anyone off, but at the end of the day, this is the assumption I make. And so, and if again, it needs to work from me and what I do, it also has to work with the way they behave. And they'll have a problem with me if they can't fulfill this vision. So, but the nice thing is, no matter how fast or slow they are, they all can. And that's the kind of cool thing about it, is that every single athlete can compete and can make us better this way. So, all right, so that being said, it is important. I mean, targets for what you would like to accomplish are very important, as long as we never lose sight of who we want to become, which is, again, the best we possibly can be. And so every single year, the girls have long, honest discussions based on what we want to accomplish, that we want to get the most out of ourselves we possibly can. What are acceptable targets for ourselves? What do we want to be able to, how do we want to organize our thought process and our ideas for the year to make that happen, to walk away from the year knowing we did the best we could possibly have done.